What's going on, guys? Splitting up some big rounds I had left over that I've been putting off, and I thought we'd do a little update on my Clarke Log Buster and kind of where we're at for wood. So let's just start with the wood stacks. We've been burning now for about 10 weeks, maybe 2.5 months. And as you remember, if you watch my other videos, this whole back fence row was single wide, stacked to the corner, 5 foot tall. We have burned that. If I did my math on that right, that was about 2 cords, which is about right. Cord and a quarter a month, give or take. And then we're into these double stacks here, which is a pretty good run of wood. And this is what we got. So I was kind of doing the math on it, and I think that this wood stack here will take us all the way into February, but it's been pretty soft right now. So when the ground hardens up, when the crop's being out of the ground, where I go cut wood out of my parents' farm, the crop's out and the ground needs to freeze again so I can get into the timber, next to the timber row, and then cut and load the truck up. And I think about 2 to 3 more truckloads of decent sized wood will finish this out through the winter. So I'll just get to that whenever I can on the weekends, but we got plenty of wood for the time being. And then this thing, I thought, I've been using this. I split a ton of wood with this since I've got it this summer. And I gotta say, this little log splitter here is awesome. I've been splitting some big ass wood on it today, and it hasn't missed a beat. Now here's the thing that I do like. They say it's a 22 ton. All the reviews I could find on it, and I didn't know if I believed that or not, because it just seems so small. And with the cylinder size, it seems pretty small. And it's only got a 3 3/4 horse motor here. But I'll tell you what, it gets it done. Don't mind the trains. I live next to the train tracks. But the nice part is too, someday I will not live next to those tracks. Drive a person nuts. All right, so anyways, like I was saying, it's only got a 3 3/4 horse motor, but here's what I found. It splits everything I throw at it, which is nice. The cycle time's is relatively slow, but since I'm just doing this for us and I do it when I can get to it, I'm in no big rush. So just keep peppering away at it. It's not a big deal for me. Also, what I found too is if I ever have to replace anything or even this whole new motor, that's just a push mower motor, and parts for it are so cheap. I'm just really impressed with this little Log Buster by Clarke. I've never actually seen one of these before. I've seen a couple of them on the forums, on the woodcutting forums, but I've never seen another one in person. And I think I'm the only guy that shot some video on this actually running and splitting wood. When I looked it up, it looked like they're made in Europe. And there seems to be, there's a company in Ohio now that does them too. But I gotta say, what'd I pay for this? $250 from a neighbor guy down the street. Hooked it onto my lawnmower, drug it home, and I've been splitting wood with it ever since. Did an oil change on it, and she hasn't missed a beat. So, and I even use it when it's super cold out. It always starts up, which is huge too. And overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, it's split a ton of wood. And as you can see, I'm throwing some big wet wood at it, and it's still getting after it. But it's kind of filled some of this out. Like this here stuff's still pretty wet, this maple. But we get into here, we got some good oak and good dried maple that's been seasoned. So we're really good to go. And our furnace is kicked on only a handful of times all year. So I'm pretty happy with that. Between this, the Low-Pi Liberty wood stove, and the Steel MS-180, I mean, they've all paid for themselves already, and I really do enjoy this out here. Like today, it's a pretty nice day. It's about 35, 40 degrees out. Kind of doing some yard garden cleanup. I got to clean up in the greenhouse. That has seen better days. The wind has really got after it. I got to replace a panel. But, it's a good reason to get out of the house too. So anyways, it's kind of my review and the wood update, and a couple more truckloads, and we'll just keep trucking along. Anyways, hope everyone's gonna have a nice holiday and staying safe. Take care, guys.
They're pretty loud, huh, bud?